I felt suffocated and I couldn't think, and I thought anything other than the fact that I couldn't breathe.
It's a Saturday morning and I am on the way to the airport. Welcome to the vlog. I had big plans for the start of this, but I'm so super late. I need to rush. I have to be at the airport. My business partner Vineet is traveling to Mumbai. He's traveling from Hyderabad, and I'm actually meeting a couple of friends as well. So let's see how it goes.
You hold on so tight, open up your eyes. This is our time, can't let it pass us by. Gotta let go, you gotta let go, you gotta let go, you gotta let go.
So I am in the airport parking. I think I visit the airport so often, but every time I come over here, it's just I don't know. I feel so excited. I still feel like a small kid that is going to travel for the first time. I know I'm not traveling right now, but I don't know. Just as soon as I see the building, I feel so excited. I think travel is such an amazing thing. It gives you a view of the world. You get to meet new people. You get to see new places. I have a dream, and hopefully I can fulfill it to travel the world. Fingers crossed someday. But anyhow, right now I'm waiting for Vineet.
We need eyes closed, fall into me. Gotta let go, you gotta let go, you gotta let go.
I didn't really record anything while driving, but just before I cut earlier, I was talking about how it's exciting to still go to the airport and travel. But Vineet and me were just discussing how travel has changed
Forever.
forever.
Oh.
Vineet. So I think a lot of people know Vineet. He's famous for his poetries. So yeah, Vineet, you were sharing about your travel.
I hate traveling by air now. I felt suffocated and I couldn't think, and I thought the hour and a half that I had on the flight usually is spent thinking, but I couldn't think of anything other than the fact that I couldn't breathe. And I think it's paranoia the way we are traveling now. Anyway, I'm sure it's for good reason, but no, I didn't like traveling by air. So I'm on a road trip from Dehradun, and I reached Hyderabad in 8 days. So I prefer road trips to air any day now. Why would I lose weight? I'm on a road trip. I've been eating. I had great food at Agra, Gwalior, Orcha, Kanha National Park, Pench National Park, then at my friend's place in Hyderabad. And this is not the time to lose weight. This is the time to eat well. And driving is not very high on calorie consumption.
He's actually here in Mumbai for an event which he's doing with Udit Narayan.
Yes.
So he's here for a day. So I said, let me just catch up with him. I don't get the privilege of taking care of him because when I'm in Dehradun, he's constantly looking after me. So I said, at least it makes some sense of me coming and
Bombay is
kind of.
nice. This is the best weather for Bombay and visiting Bombay. I don't think I like Bombay between March and November. I have another good friend here, devotee का केतन भाई, लेकिन पता नहीं उससे मुलाकात हो गई. Yeah, I like Bombay.
So, when I started off the vlog, we were talking about friends and travel and multiple other things. So, one of the people that I was meeting today was Amy. And the reason why I wanted to, this is not like the best place to do this conversation, but I couldn't really find place in the restaurant to do it, and it just felt weird doing it there. The lighting was also terrible. So I just said maybe we just do it in the parking lot. So forgive me, Amy, this is not the best place to do this conversation,
okay.
but theek hai. So the reason I wanted to do this conversation specifically is because in the first vlog itself I was talking about trying new things in life and doing things that you really want to do. You never know how much time you have. And one of the few people that I could think of when I talk about doing things in life before things change and it becomes difficult for you is Amy, and I leave that story to Amy to actually share it with you. But Amy is a cancer survivor, and I think one of the things she's been able to do is not hold on to the fact that she has or had cancer, but she made the best of it. It really requires a lot of courage. Put that behind you and still do things that you want to do. And Amy, I actually leave that complete story to you. I think I'm narrating the whole thing, but
Yeah, he knows it also by heart.
But Amy, if you want to just share quickly your story, and then I'll pick it up, and obviously we'll.
Sure. Thank you, Jimmy, first of all, for honoring me with it, because you thought I could be worth of something, and featuring in your vlog is a very big thing for me. So yeah, as Jimmy rightly said that you should do things before you're not capable of doing it. I really felt that. Why? Because while I was fighting my cancer, my friends made me a plan that they wanted me to take me to Havelock Island so that I can take a break from my treatment and everything, and the mess that I was going through. And I was not fully recovered. I was still going through my chemo, radiation sessions, and the place they picked up was of anything was a Havelock Island, Andaman Nicobar. Of course, it is a dream destination for everyone, and they're my best friends on the earth, and I could not say no to them, and I really wanted to do it. But then I said, oh my God, we're going to Havelock Island, and we're going to do deep diving, sea diving. That's what I really want to do, and I want to do snorkeling also, because you don't get these opportunities again. I approached my doctor, and he said, Amy, you can do it later, Aminder. You don't have to do it now. What if in case anything happens to you? I was like, what if in case anything happens to me and I'm not able to do deep diving and I go out of this world before doing it? What will I do then? I will never have this experience. He said, what if in case you... There was always a what if in case you die on the spot while doing it. I said, that would be something great. I did something I wanted to and I went away. So there were a lot of what ifs, what nots. But then, Jimmy, you know what? Then I told myself, I said, you just have this much amount. You don't know how soon you would go away. Whatever you have in your life, you do it right now. No matter what, tomorrow you live in for another year, 2 years. You should do what you want to do right now, because you don't know the time you're going to go about that. And when I decided to do that snorkeling and that trip and that sea diving, I was not sure whether I would survive 6 months or 3 months or another year. And today I am sitting here surviving 6 years after that. So I think it's important for me to do it.
Yeah, so the what if actually becomes a hindrance in everybody's life. They always think what if, and they stop themselves from doing it. And and we were just, in fact, before we came on camera, we were deciding how do we want to put this across. And the first thing that came to my mind, and I was sharing with Amy, is that there is an acquaintance, I wouldn't say somebody I know personally, but they passed away at 40 because of COVID, and I was telling her that if I met him and I also met her at the same time, my first thing was that
I will go away.
She'll go first and he would survive.
Yeah.
And so he has a lot of time to do all of these things. There was one thing that you mentioned in our conversation earlier, was there was somebody that made a difference in your life. And I thought that this was a great... Well, I don't know if you wanted to really add it into the vlog, but I think it's a great way of at least thanking her.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
So
Thank you so much.
So if you want to this...
So, Shelja, so you know her. She's acquaintance to you.
She's
as
a very
well.
dangerous woman.
She's a very dangerous woman. People call her Hunter Wali and whatnot. But I think there are two sides of the coin. And she is completely opposite her name. She is one of the best persons I could have ever have in my life. The way she motivated me to live my life, the way she motivated me to get out of the bed when my condition was so worse that I couldn't even get up, Jimmy. She asked me, she called me to the office, she made me sit next to her for an hour or two, and then she would say, okay, go back home, your job is done for the day. And that motivated me to live my life. That she motivated me to live every day the day it comes. She used to always say, we will take a day the way it comes. And when I used to cry, she used to say, okay, you want to cry as much you want to cry. Whereas others would say, don't cry, things will get fine. She would say, cry as much you want to cry. But today you're crying for this thing, you will not cry it for again. So I think that motivated me and that helped me to live my life. And here I am today, alive, kicking, singing, No, not singing, but yeah, living my life to the fullest from the last 6 years. So yeah, she
So,
changed
yeah.
my life.
Thanks, Shailaja.
Thanks, Shalja Palta.
Thank you, Amy, for
you so much,
kind
Jimmy.
of sharing your story. So while we're shooting this, there is another man who's standing over here. This man's name is Frankie. He's been patiently waiting. He is actually trying to rush us because he needs to get back home, and I won't keep him much longer. Yeah, they were looking like two bald men.
Yeah.
I think we should start a
I was
series
something
called Two Bald Men and do some fun stuff. But let's see, we'll figure out. Frankie is very busy actually. Without him, the company that he works with will shut down. So, anyway,
That's
so-
not true.
So I just finished editing the vlog, and I think life has many ups and downs, and I think if you let those downs keep you down, you'll never really achieve your dreams. I think Amy's example is one of the best ones to give, that when you're in a situation where the future is so uncertain, you just take an opportunity to try something out irrespective of the situation. You never know, you may just enjoy it, have fun. Every day is a gift that you get, so make the most of it. If you like what you watched, like, subscribe and share. I think I got it right this time, so see you next time.
You hold on so tight, open up your eyes. This is our time, can't let